Hello, all my YouTube friends. Glad that you could join me again. I got some pretty exciting updates to share with you. For one thing, if you remember on some of my other videos this early winter, I was talking about possibly adding styrofoam to the air crate, and actually one of the viewers had commented on that. And I did build myself a little shredder, although it didn't work very well. And then with all the other work coming up this summer, I kind of put it on the back burner. However, I did watch a video this weekend, and by Stephen Williams, as a matter of fact. And what I really appreciate about Stephen Williams was that he gave a shout out to a lot of the pioneers of aircrete, and I would like to do the same thing. There's Aircrete Harry and Honeydew Carpenter and Man with Tools, and there's several other that I can't even remember. I really enjoyed Aircrete Harry, a real down-to-earth guy, and he actually has a video which I encourage you to watch it. It's a secret ingredient to Aircrete, and it's really worthwhile watching. Anyway, Stephen Williams was certainly had a very good presentation of the product that he was making, and so it again got my wheels turning, and I realized that yeah, that little spinner that I had made, the shredder, wasn't going to be able to do the volume. So when he demonstrated the electric lawnmower, I was quite excited. So first thing I did is I built the shredder, and I got it working really good. Now I did use all scrap styrofoam, which was like pink stuff and blue stuff, and the stuff with the silver lining on it, and plastic. And but I didn't really care. I just wanted to see if the machine worked, which it did very well. It performed very good. And so yeah, definitely a big major shout out to Stephen Williams for sharing that. And but then my next step is that now that I've got a barrel full of the shredded styrofoam, I want to actually make a 4x4 panel, and I want to make it 5.5 inches thick, but I want to put in the 6x6 concrete mesh grid that they use for in the concrete floors. So I'm going to see if that will give it a bit more stiffness. Not that it necessarily needs that, but hopefully I can start using this material for building bunkies. Now there's a huge demand for tiny homes and for bunkies and for that sort of thing. And there's been some new legislation and regulations that have passed which allows you actually to set up a tiny home in your backyard. You can have your aging parents move in, or you can rent it out to somebody, or apparently you can even put an RV up. Now RV probably wouldn't work very good for the winter, but with the insulating properties of aircrete, or styroaircrete as I guess we would call it now, it creates tremendous potential, and I've actually got several people that are very interested in getting a bunkie built. And so yeah, I'm going to go back to doing a bit of research with that, and hopefully tomorrow I can mix up the aircrete. I'll use my mixer. I also wanted to find out if I was actually able to pump with styrofoam mixed in the aircrete with my mixer. So that will be interesting to see tomorrow whether or not I can pull that off. But anyway, in the meantime, yeah, and this is what I did to make a shredder, and it was really, really simple. I couldn't believe how simple it was. And again, fortunately, I had all this stuff show up, so I didn't have to invest anything. And I'm sure there's many different ways of doing it. I've really thought that you know, possibly you could get a mower deck and set it up with maybe a 1-horse electric motor with belts and pulleys if you wanted to go grand scale. But regardless, certainly the lawnmower shredding of styrofoam is a very successful method of doing it. So yeah, so go ahead and watch the video, and I'll catch up with you in the end. So here's what I got. Got a little Craftsman 12 amp, and let's see, it's an 18-inch cut. It runs, and yeah, I guess I'll strip the handle off, take the wheels off, turn it upside down, and see if I can mount it on some sort of a stand. And then I've got this flower pot, and I've already figured out that it fits exactly on the bottom ring. So once I start doing that, oh, there's my cat again. I'll take a video of that. And on the side here, there's one of these little spring-loaded trapdoors. I can open that up. So I'm thinking I can probably fit the screen in there and then just drill a 3-inch hole through there, and I should be able to just put a 3-inch pipe in there into my big pillowcase. I think is what I'm going to use rather than transferring it into a barrel. So yeah, we'll get to work and see how this works. Alright, so I've stripped the handle off and I've taken the wheels off. That was quite simple. I also took the cover off. I found there was a mouse nest in there, which I got mostly cleaned out. The pod isn't quite attached yet, but that's kind of the idea. But then also, I'm going to flip this upside down. So I want to build a bit of a stand where that sits into. So that's going to be my next step. So I can't believe how quickly all of this came together. I drilled the hole in the lid, and I've glued that pipe in. And if I lift the handle up here, see I've got my screen in there. That went really well. And I'm just going to put a screw right here with a washer to hold it tight. And I got a little crate that I screwed to the bottom of the mower. And so yeah, I'm going to set it all up and turn it on, see what happens. So you may recall me talking about styrofoam during the early part of this year, and adding it to the aircrete. And so I had started making this shredder, and I was quite amazed to see that a lot of other people had the same idea. And it's basically just a PVC pipe, and I've got the nails upside down in there. And this was meant to spin with the drill. I just had the drill set here and turned it on, and it would just spin. And it did shred it, but it was very slow. And I actually had a leaf blower attached to that would suck the stuff out and put it through the leaf blower, but it still didn't. So this was kind of the end result of going through the first shredder. So it did a not bad job, but you can see there's big chunks in there. And so yeah, it was quite so I asked my wife to make me a great big pillowcase for my first shredder. And the one corner is open, and I just tie a knot in there. And as you can see, it's now attached with an elbow to the mower. That's mostly because it comes down at a pretty good angle coming out of the mower. And so with an elbow I can make a turn. So I did try it last night. Because it started to rain, I had to bring it inside. But here's basically what it's set up. So you can see the pod is upside down. It's been screwed to the bottom of the mower. The mower's upside down, and it's sitting on this little wooden crate. I've left the cover off because I figured it'll give it better circulation and not get overheated. So I'm going right inside it now. There you can see the blades, my little screen there, that works really good. And yeah, so there's a slot in here just like Steven recommended. And so I'm going to turn it on and see, run some stuff through, and let you guys see what happens. So I did make a wee bit of a mess. It's not bad. There's a bit of a leak right on the bottom of the barrel, or the pot where it meets the mower. That should be easily fixed. Spills a little bit out the top, which I think I can also take care of. But for the most part, it's a wee bit. The bag worked really well. I've taken most of it and dumped it into the barrel here. And as you can see, this is fantastic. Look at that. It's now I've got a lot of pink and blue in there, which I was quite amazed. I wanted to try it, and it was able to shred it. Although I think the white styrofoam is definitely going to be the better stuff to use and more readily available. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the results here. Well, that was pretty cool, eh? Yeah, so we'll keep going and working away at this. I really love the community that's sort of coming together around aircrete. And speaking of that, I always appreciate it if you can subscribe to my channel or give it a like and share it around. It always helps to increase the algorithm, as they say. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.